Hi, and welcome to this clip going through a level question on catalysis. It's actually an extremely simple question because all they ask you to do really is to describe what happens when a catalyst acts. So we have to just have a think about what the question is actually saying. So the trick on this particular one is to realise what they're actually asking you to do. If they wanted an enthalpy profile diagram or Boltzmann graph, they would have put that in their question, but they didn't. They've asked you to do a model. So a simple model to illustrate how a substance such as platinum can act as a catalyst. So the first thing to do is to talk about your substrate molecule. If you've done biology, you'll have come across this word quite a lot, so like enzymes and substrates. But if you don't do biology, a substrate is basically the molecule that the catalyst is acting on. So the molecule that's being acted on has to get into contact with the catalyst. The next thing that happens is the catalyst bonds temporarily with the substrate molecule. This process has a lower activation energy than the uncatalyzed reaction the substrate molecule would otherwise undergo. So now the bonds or atoms are rearranged within the substrate molecule whilst it's attached to the catalyst to give the products. So finally, the bonds between the products and the catalyst break, and the product is released whilst the catalyst remains unchanged. So now what we have to do is think about a definition of the terms heterogeneous and catalyst in your answer. So just moving everything up there for a second to make a bit of room at the bottom. A catalyst is a substance which speeds up a reaction whilst being regenerated at the end, and it offers an alternative reaction pathway of lower EA and reduces energy demand. A heterogeneous catalyst is a catalyst which is in a different physical state to the substrate molecules it is acting on. So for example, the substrate might be two gases and the catalyst might be a solid. An example of this would be a catalytic converter in a car, for example. Okay, so hopefully this has been a useful, quick one. It's not a particularly hard one, you just had to have a little think about what they're asking you to do before you jump straight in and start doing diagrams and graphs. But in the meantime, thanks for listening, and until next time, see you soon.